Hey, this is Joshua with Interact. Welcome back to another video for an unprovoked B2B SaaS user onboarding review. All right, today we're going to take a look at a company called Scribe. Now, we look at a onboarding experience through the lens of acquisition, activation, retention, and revenue. In our full audits, we go through a 29-point checklist, but for these shorter videos, we're going to keep it as brief as possible, hopefully within 15 minutes or so. Okay, Scribe. I've been hearing a lot about Scribe, and I thought it'd be fun to do a review of it. And so we're going to start with acquisition here. Acquisition is when we take a look at the homepage, pricing page, as well as the account creation process. Homepage. So questions around homepage. Is it clear to me what the job to be done is? In particular, the headline. So what I'm going to look for is headline clarity on job to be done. I'm going to look for social cues. Have other people used it? And if so, what were their results? I'm going to look for risk mitigation and switching costs and a few other items along the way. So let's start with the headline here. Scribe. Okay, turn any process into a step-by-step guide instantly. The job to be done here is I want to create a step-by-step guide. Doing it quickly, of course, is the outcome. And the how this product solves that job is turning a process into a guide. The job to be done is a little maybe buried, but now my eye goes down. This is my question, and now I see down here that these are the different use cases. So onboard new hires, create SOPs, build training materials, answer questions, assist. So these are also the jobs to be done. So I want to create a guide is the main job, and then we have these job tasks below, maybe these related jobs, which would be create an SOP, build training, assist customers. Interesting. I think maybe there's an opportunity for clarity on the main job. I don't go around looking for creating guides. My job to be done is I have a broken process I need to fix. I need to improve my knowledge base. I need to communicate more clearly with my customers. These probably could be clarified. It's more than just assisting customers. It's maybe like breaking down a complicated task within my product asynchronously with a customer who's on chat or something like this. I think maybe there's an opportunity to clarify the job to be done here. Okay, so I'm looking for risk mitigation. Get started for free, absolutely great risk mitigation. Free trials always are. Oh, this is nice. Now I see logos that I recognize. Bam, there it is. Risk is mitigated. Now, this is imagery that I'm looking for. So one of the things I look for in the hero section is some kind of imagery that also answers the question of what the job to be done is. This little giant arrow pointer thing with shapes does not accomplish that. However, this really does. In fact, I think the main value proposition of Scribe, what makes it different is the fact that you can go in to a screen recording situation and it will take that screen recording and create a knowledge article. That's pretty amazing. That's what I've been hearing about this product. I'm excited to give it a try. I just think if I hadn't known that, I probably wouldn't have seen how absolutely cool that solution is to this job until I scrolled. And now I'm looking at how it's solving that job so uniquely. 3 steps, 4 steps, why teams love Scribe. Okay, so more social proof here and a big blank area. There is a big blank area on the home page. No, this is cool. So now this is an opportunity to actually use Scribe to understand Scribe. And I wonder if this actually could be dialed down to 3 and then moved up to the top. So that way, these are actually delivered to me as a Scribe embed. Just an idea. All right, let's go into the pricing page. Pricing page has the annual toggled on, clear how much I'm saving by doing that, and it looks like there's 3 tiers. There's a freemium tier, a paid tier, and then some kind of enterprise level that would require a sales process. Within the paid tier, there's personal and team. I actually really like the clarity. You still have the 3 main columns, which always work. You're able to offer the freemium without muddling up the fact that you actually have 2 paid tiers. So what this really is a freemium with 3 tiers, personal, team, and then enterprise, which is where you might get, SSO and self-hosting or something like that. This value proposition is really good, and I wonder if that can't be surfaced elsewhere. I don't see a lot of value proposition on the website, except here. This seems really compelling. Okay, I'm ready to dive in. So what we're going to look at now is the account creation process. I tend to click on these up here. These are always available, so no matter where I am in the website, theoretically, I can get started for free, so I'll go ahead and do that. Step 1, let's personalize your experience. Okay, I like personalized experiences. What brings you to Scribe? This is an amazing question. This is the secret onboarding question. What brings you here? What was going on in your life that made you want to do this? And I like that the question has 2 very simple answers. Work brought me here, or my personal life brought me here. Well, I'll say work. Step 2, let's personalize your experience even more. Who do you primarily work with? Well, I work with both. I have clients and I have colleagues. What type of team are you on? Okay, I'll say operations. Oh, okay, so these populate. And how do you plan to use Scribe? I want to create SOPs. Okay. Now let's go ahead and create that account. So that was, I think that was 4 or 5 screens. This is the last one. I'll go ahead and put in my email and password. Okay, let's do that. Password is generated. Let's sign up. Okay, this is good. Account has been created. I'm glad they told me this. And I'm glad that I can't do anything until I verify my account. This is really good flow. I've seen other products where you can still use the product even without verifying your email address, which makes me question why bother. But this is very clear. You cannot pass go until you verify. So let's go ahead and do that. Here's that email. Clear, gets to the point. Yes, it's me. Okay, so now my account has been created. We are now moving into activation stage. Activation stage is where I'm looking at that first experience inside the product. Are there going to be walkthroughs or checklists? What's my UI experience? Does the product take me through an orientation, or is it obviously orientated based on design principles? How fast do I get to that promise of value? So question 1 here is, what's your name? What's your team name? Interact. Yes, it pulled that out of the email address. That's good. You saved me a step, and I'll get started. Okay. Now, I imagine this is a product that won't work without the extension. So I think that's why it's making it very bold here. I'll go ahead and get that. Now, this is cool. Now I have a very clear onboarding checklist. I installed the Scribe extension. I know that there's 2 more steps. I'm going to capture my first Scribe, and then I'm going to share it. So click the button to start recording. Now record your browser. Here, I'm over here, I'm here. This is a beautiful picture. I'm going to type something. And now I stop recording. I'm celebrated. I like this experience. This is really good. I think this company knows that I'm onboarded, really onboarded, when I record that first recording and then share it. Let's see what it actually looks like when I send it to somebody. I am not sure what happened. I did record. Okay, I am hitting a snag here. There's no steps here. I'm pretty sure I recorded it. Okay, I'll pin the extension. I did record a Scribe. Okay, here's that checklist again. Share the Scribe. Okay, let me do that. Yeah, I'm a little bit stuck. Share the Scribe. I'll click it on in an incognito window. I'll try recording again. Okay, I'm recording my browser. I'll just click around, and I will stop recording. Okay, it worked this time. This is really amazing. It created from that recording that I just did 10 steps that included where I clicked and what URLs I was on. I'm having a really good experience here. I did a screen recording that probably would have taken me, if I was a customer support rep or building a knowledge base article, probably would have taken me 15 minutes to take screenshots and then annotate them. Click here, and putting little hotspots that seem to be interactive. No, I'm very impressed. I think it's a very cool product. The onboarding experience has been very smooth so far, except for that first recording didn't really work for me. I don't know why, but the activation experience was very positive. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the welcome emails. Okay, so this is my first email after the account verification. It's, again, very simple and direct. Your Scribe is getting notice. I have one view. I suppose that's nice. I don't think I had any other email experience from this company. Okay, so I'm probably not going to invite my team quite yet. I probably want to build a few of these, but account has been created. Let's talk about retention. Product adoption. Do I see myself using this product on a regular basis? Personally, have a team member build our knowledge base. That would happen probably once and then with regular updates every quarterly. So if it was for knowledge base creation and maintenance, probably not too regularly. However, with customer support as its use case or its job to be done, I would use this probably daily to explain the product, to especially if I had a complicated product and I wanted to quickly record where to click to somebody on chat, I would probably use this daily for customer support. And the product is very focused. It looks like there's not a whole lot of navigation. You're building these recordings, you're organizing them, and you're sharing them within your team or without. That's it. It does one thing really well, and the onboarding experience was good. So I have a good taste in my mouth. I feel like if I were to use this regularly, I wouldn't be confused. I wouldn't have to be reoriented to come back to it. What I'd be curious about is how they set up their bumper emails. I'm sure there are people who fall off the wagon here and don't complete that first recording and don't share that first recording. I'd be curious to see how they bring people back in. And then finally, let's talk about revenue. This revenue is where we look at how long is my trial duration. This is a freemium product. There is no trial duration, but I'm sure that there's quite severe limits on what I can do with it for free. So what I'm looking for are ways that this company is helping me find opportunities to upgrade. And so the big one obviously is here, get subscribe to Pro. Here's what you get when you subscribe to Pro. It's very nicely designed. And then I can go ahead and purchase it. But what I do like about this is there's going to be limits to how many I can record, right? So I'm looking at this. There are limits that are obvious within my user experience. Recording new ones, I imagine there's a limit to how many I can actually do for free, and that's going to become clear. I suspect that sharing the Scribe is the onboarded step. Inviting the team is the retention step. I suspect that their product analytics are telling them when one or more people are invited to an account, this person sticks around. And also, if I believe that the paid plans would let you invite up to 5 people. So this also helps with revenue the more you invite, the more you're eventually going to have to pay for your team. I love the confetti. I know some companies think that's cheesy. I love when I'm in asana and I complete a task and there's a rainbow and a unicorn going across my screen. I love it. So overall, this is a cool product. I'm actually probably going to use it for several of our products. I think it's worth the money. The amount of time it is going to save is obviously demonstrated within the first 5 minutes of this experience. The only critique I have is that the coolness factor of it, like really understanding how dope this is as a solution, isn't very well communicated on the homepage. I think that some simple rearrangements of images like this, or even having an embedded Scribe slide deck at the very top, could be compelling to get people to, and it'd be worth maybe doing a CRO experiment to do that. I think the challenge with a product like this that does have so many jobs to be done is communicating the right one to the right people as quickly as possible. Okay, this is a overall really good example of a very focused product. Onboarding, even a product that has multiple jobs to be done, is still a very focused experience. That what they accomplished was not easy. It felt easy to me as a user because of a lot of work that went into it. I think if I had been overwhelmed, and if each of my different jobs to be done had a different thing, this could have been really confusing. And I could have been asked way too many questions, but I felt like the 4 or 5 initial questions to personalize my experience made sense to me. They were easy to answer. Overall, I think there's a lot to learn from Scribe. So if you are watching this and you have a product that has multiple jobs to be done, your solution could help with multiple use cases. This is a very good example to pull from. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up today. Thank you guys for your time. If you have any comments or questions or concerns, let me know in comments below. Go out there and grow your SaaS business. Later.